Hello everyone and welcome back in a new episode of our Minecraft series. And well, I'll start off by saying Happy New Year! So it's been quite a while since we've last met us. It's been a year since we've last met us. Okay, New Year's jokes aside, I didn't manage to make much of camera, mainly because, well, I was away from home for celebrating New Year's with friends, so I couldn't manage to work on our game, on our base, on whatever I have left. So for example, the bed is still a work in progress. The room still lacks the carpet I was planning, and the balcony is still absent. I've opened up this hole because I was planning on making a passageway up to the elevators and make them higher and make a roofed bridge over to the elevator from the home. So other than that, there is nothing else I've added. So let's get straight to planning and start the episode. So last episode we've built the new bedroom, as you can see here. it's quite big, so I still have to finish it up, but it's done. In this episode instead, I wanted to work on the new storage room we've started preparing underneath it. So we'll have to work quite a bit for it to come together, because we need, well, obviously to open up here this passageway, and I want to make another door down there. My plan was having a two-story storage room. Sorry for the storeception. Oh well, also maybe an access to this part of the garden would be wise. But basically, the rough idea I had was having, well, empty out this room, and here having a balustrade made of wood with an empty center, and here we will have a staircase. So we will have also to remove this rickety cobblestone staircase and instead place the official one. And obviously we'll have to place down the chests and sort them, and that way we'll finish it up and have a definitive place where we can put in all our values or our materials or everything we manage to scavenge throughout the game. So I'll go ahead and start with carving out the whole room, and maybe also opening up the walls, the passageways for the various entrances to the room itself. I did actually remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content. Leave a like just to make me understand that you like what I do, and let's keep going with the video. See you in a bit. Of course, since last episode we didn't do that, but we have to do this this one. Let's sacrifice a stack of precious and hard-earned wood, hoping for a propitious episode of building, since we will need a lot of wood for decoration, for building, for chests. Okay, so I've started carving out the place. I wanted just to quickly share the beauty of finally having some full enchant tools, mainly the shovel, because this is going to look like when we get our hands on a beacon with stone. So how we will be able to break stone using our enchanted pickaxe and a beacon, and it is very satisfying. You can see that I'm tearing through the dirt like it is butter. So let's keep going. Okay, so welcome back. Here we have it, the big dig. You can see we went quite down simply because I want to have the first floor on this level, since here we'll have the access to the storage room itself, and it is on level, on par with the actual ground over here. Instead, the second story we had already jotted it down last episode. Here we had the various chests, and it's going to be up here. So basically, the platform is going to go over on this space up here. Since this way we will have plenty of space for chests down here for storage, and we will have 3 chests, 3 layers up over there, plus those last 3 layers for eventual decoration. I'm still not yet decided whether I'm going to cover up the ceiling, which is the floor of the floor above, or if I'm going to leave it like that. It's highly likely I'm going to cover it up and make a second ceiling, let's say. Okay, so now I'll go ahead again. I'll have to swap out all this dirt and a little bit of this stone with, well, for matching the palette of the original room, and I'll also extend down a couple of beams, of wooden beams, since we have some wooden beams on the floor above. We may as well extend them downwards, and most of all, I'll jot down the actual, let's say, doorways into this room. Back to work. Okay, so it's quite a while went by. I've kept, you can see the red extending over our bed. I've been working off camera on this one. I've also added in the balcony. I went for a white balustrade simply because I wanted it to clash with the grey and black look of the building itself. So you can see here I've used some calcite and diorite, raw diorite, since the polished one is too tiled for my taste, at least for this piece of the castle. And I've also started working on here. You can see here the numbers of sheeps increased. And well, some other bits and pieces, but we don't need to go over it. Here you can see I've completely dug out also the remaining layer here, where there was the dirt in preparation for the new floor. I've also placed in the first chest, and I've started straight away using it. Quite funny, to be said. And also I've completely replaced the dirt on the walls with well, the crude palette that I mentioned it, and most importantly I've inserted the archways for the entrances to the storage room. You can see also over there, apart from all this scaffolding. So now we will have to go on and add in, well, the floor, the stairs, and the balustrade. So that way we will be able to grasp a little bit better how we are going to design the whole room. So let's first start with the ground floor. So we'll have to just dig out the last layer and come up with a design for the new storage room. Okay, here we are. As you can see, this is the completed design I had in mind for the floor of our storage room. So here I've marked out with a deep slate where the chest walls are going to go. And the next step in our list is, well, first I want to get rid of this chest monster. Basically I'm moving back down here all this stuff, even if it is mixed up, simply because it gets in the way of, well, me building and also recording. So that's that, and then we are going to build the balustrade out of wood up here. Since the lava, I've made sure that it is covered down and it is at a safe distance from wood, so nothing should catch fire, because if it were to catch fire, well, we would lose basically all the building, which would be bad to say the least. Okay, I'll go ahead and start moving. One super duper hyper quick building session later, you can see me basically moving very quickly. I had just to come up with a design for a module and then copy it over to the other 6. So basically we are going to have this floor, the second floor, which is going to be all connected, making a U shape. And after that, well, I didn't put it in, but I'm going to work on the staircase. You will see. Let's go back to our video. Okay, so welcome back. Here we have it. Well, most of it. I managed to compress our chest monster into should be 24 chests. Yes, 24. So all our belongings actually fit in 24 chests, but we have plenty of space here. These are all chest spaces that I've prepared. Now I can get rid of this for us to fill in. It's well, the actual storage room is still lacking a couple of final touches. For example, here some lighting, the piece down there. Well, obviously the chests, the lighting in the room, apart well from the floor, and also the decoration of the ceiling. But I am planning on doing that off camera, since it shouldn't be too much of a hassle to do that. Maybe I'm going to add another circular window over here, and I was wondering on, well, I was planning to add a window in one of these 3 modules, just for, let's say, making everything a little bit more interesting, since we will be having a boatload of chests. We can sacrifice one module, one slot for fitting in our chests. I'm still not decided if I want to make another bridge over here, like I did over there, just basically allowing us to travel without having to go all the way back here, over here, and on the other way. And I'm still pondering on whether I want to add in a balustrade or not, and if so, if I'm going to add it here, because just to give you an idea, here we'll be having the chest, so our walking space will be these 2 outer blocks. Now, if I were to add a balustrade, it would go either on this terminal block over here, or even out here, just by adding maybe a slab where the cobblestones is, and put in and use that as a kind of support beams. But I'm not sure about that, because well, putting the balustrade over here in this very block, it would hinder our ability of moving freely from one place to another. Instead, maybe I'm going to just add an additional cobblestone piece over here, or maybe some further decorations. This way, by adding 1 block over here and over there, we'll be able to, we wouldn't even need another bridge, which could just jump over every time we need it. Much handy. Obviously we will risk of falling, but it's not a big fall, I mean a big leap, and so there's not too much damage. And once we get our hands on some feather falling, there will be no damage at all. Here in the end I went for a very basic deep slate tiles design for the staircase. I had been pondering a couple of, well, a little bit what to do, what to add. In the end I chose to do this one. Here I'm planning on adding another waterfall thingy. You know, the one that we always... one of these. Let me just show you here. One of these. Yes, this, let's say, fountain. Sort of fountain. That's because having water nearby when crafting is most useful. And I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to swap out here. This torch is the center of the room. Swap out a couple of blocks here and add in, let's say, a central crafting station. That way it will be easier for us to just access whatever crafting table, furnace, or whatever we need. Either that, or I'm going to add them to pile them up and modify a little bit the floor over here and add them here. Okay, so here we are in front of our signboard for concluding our episode. It's been quite a productive one. We've finished building basically the main part of our storage room off camera. I will work on the details, decorations, putting in the chests, the signs. Already went ahead and removed the old, well, the new storage bedroom sign, and instead I've already added a bunch of stuff. Mainly because, well, I use this signboard to keep for myself, to keep track, not only for our videos to just give you some continuity, but only I use it to keep to remember what we still have to be done. For example, I've added in some honey farm. I wanted for the beeswax, since I want to get my hands on some candles for the chandelier in the bedroom. Okay, so I thank you very much for following me until this moment, and I will wait for you in the next episode. Bye bye!